Hey gang, Ambercell here. As you can see, this is Cal Tanks, known to us on our Discord as Papa Pixelit, is playing the Jutland. He's top tier. There are tier 9, tier 8, and tier 7 ships in this game. Jutland is it's a pretty good destroyer, precursor to the Daring, which I think I would say many, if not a majority, would agree is a very good tier 10 DD pick. Jutland is, well, it's not quite as good as Daring. There's nothing unusual about that. Tier 9 ships are generally not as good as their tier 10 counterpoints. Some might argue Kitakaze and Harugumo, I guess, and then there might be others. But anyhow, all I really know about this game is that Cal had a great game. I don't really know a lot of details. I knew that he was playing Jutland, and I knew that he had a lot of kills. So we're going to watch and enjoy this together. Taking a look at the enemy lineup, I don't see any radar. And in case you're not aware, I use the Wargaming mod station, and one of the mods available is these, well, kind of turquoise or teal colored rectangle on the upper left and the red rectangle in the upper right, which represents the enemy team's lineup. So no radar. 2 Yugumo, Hamas, and Bliskovica are the enemy Ds. Somebody just chunked the Brindisi there. Looks like the action's going to be hot and heavy over there at the Alpha Cap. Friendly Akatsuki and Mas are making a go for that. And Cal is in a position to... Brindisi's awful close, and Mas is right there. He's spotted by Mas. Mas has fairly long range height. Well, now apparently the Mas has forgotten that Jutland has torpedoes. And down he goes. Pays for that mistake. It was a nice ambush position by the Mas, but Cal was having none of that. He just pasted that guy. Beat him up with guns and finished him off with a torpedo. Nicely done. Now you'll notice that Cal plays the game from the gun view a little bit more than I do. I'm always fascinated by that. It's interesting how we get, set in our head about the view that we like. Smoking up to get some fire going on Izumo, but Cal was the only one, was the only one spotting him. But not anymore. Izumo may have fired there, making it much easier for Cal to be able to just rain HE shells down on top of Izumo. Cal's angle right now, there we go. He's widening his angle a little bit. He's been able to get those front turrets to come to bear, and Izumo goes dark again just as Cal lands a fire. 28 seconds till the torps are back up, and the smoke is about to run out, and Izumo apparently knows it. He's just sitting there waiting. Now, will Izumo fire on the Kansas or on Cal? Secondaries are going to work. So far, no real damage there. Look like those guns are aimed right at Cal. Yeah, that hurt. Eesh. It's alright. That's what that British heal's for. Royal Navy destroyers have fairly decent heal. And Izumo's going down here. Nicely done, Cal. If you haven't played the Royal Navy destroyer line, but you like destroyers, I really encourage you to give them a whirl. They're very fun. I came into some doubloons that were gifted to me a year or two ago, and one of the ships that I bought a perma camo for was the Tier 8 Royal Navy Destroyer Lightning, which I think is very fun. The the subsequent proliferation of 12-kilometer Russian radar makes the Lightning a little more challenging to play, but still super fun ship to play. And Jutland is as well, and Daring is just a monster. Okay, back to the game. Brindisi is, well, he's falling back. So we see Brindisi, Gneisenau, Richelieu, Bliskowitz, all of them in a position to be able to get guns on Cal if Cal gets detected, but it looks as though, in terms of the positioning game, Cal's team is doing a little bit better. I'll point out there are 2 enemy ships destroyed. Both of them went down to Davy Jones' locker as a result of Cal's torpedoes. Akatsuki landed some torps on a friendly, apparently. I'm guessing the friendly was the Colorado, and then the Iowa finished him off. So the good guys are down 3 ships, the bad guys are down 2 ships. Bad guys have a fairly commanding lead of almost 200 points. Good guys have a single cap, although they're currently, thanks to Cal, working on the Delta cap. Bad guys have Bravo and are working on Alpha. We've got Surrey, Iowa, Yugumo, Colorado, the other Yugumo, all at A.
The enemy team
Friendly
has
Moss
taken
goes
the
down.
lead.
Rather than pushing in any further, Cal slows down, just works to secure the cap, thinking long term. Still over 12 minutes to go in the match. Works to secure this cap, and once he has this in a couple seconds, both teams now have 2 caps. Now that's great, because what that's going to do, thanks to Cal, is it's going to prevent the enemy team from widening that lead as a result of caps. If he had not secured this cap, then every few seconds the bad guys would be adding to their lead. So nicely done, Cal. Okay, so now I can see a Jutland and an Iowa and a Kansas who's sitting on the 10 line in position to be able to support. Actually, at this point, Cal is in position to support the Jutland. And it looks like the enemy Bliskowitz and the Gneisenau took the Bravo cap, and Bliskowitz is all the way over there on the 4 line now, almost to the A cap. He's gone over there apparently to help finish off the De Grosse and the Akatsuki that are over there, which does create a little bit of an opportunity here for the good guys to re-secure the Bravo cap. Brindisi's out there. Yep, there's the Gneisenau in the Bravo cap. You see it just popped up for a second. Not sure what this Jutland is thinking, but he's evidently decided to go the other direction. Now he does have longer range torpedoes than Cal's Jutland, Jutland got 10 kilometers range, and Jutland 13.5, as long as he's got the upgrades. So Jutland might be thinking, I'm going to get out of here and finish this Brindisi and get him off our flank. Now Gneisenau is, well, he's getting close. Now Cal could have sat back here, not gone in the cap. He's going into the cap. Now the Gneisenau knows somebody is in here, but Cal's just going to push right up in his face. Lost sight of him. There he is. And he might... Nah, he won't have to smoke up here, I think. I think he's just going to finish this guy off. I think can't get any closer than that. And Gneisenau's in big trouble. Kill number 3. Nicely done. 105,000 damage. Detected. Got an enemy Yugumo that is very low on HP. That's probably going to be it for the Yugumo. Down he goes. Another kill. Almost a double strike. That was very nicely done. And he provided some smoke. Now that'll help the next Yugumo if he's pushing over here to be able to get up close, but it also provides some cover for Cal. Now you can look on the indicator just under the reticule there, you know, where it says capturing area. It's not moving. There is another ship in here, a red ship, with him. I'm guessing it's the other Yugumo, but could be Blishkovitsa. Another strength of the Royal Navy line is you see he's got a very, very long-lasting hydro. Now, it doesn't have very good range in either picking up torps or ships, but for self-defense, it's just an awesome tool. Now, whose smoke is this? Is this the Yugumo that? No. It could be. Well, we're going to know here in a minute, because it looks like Cal plans to just push right in here. I'm not sure. It looks to me like that was just essentially what amounts to a blind fire. Just trying to cover as much of the smoke as possible with torpedoes. And push in. Richelieu is about to go behind the island, so if Cal gets spotted here, could just roll starboard just a little bit more, and I think get some cover behind that little blob of island from New York. Blishkovitz is way up at Bravo 2, so this has to be the Yugumo here. You'll also notice that there's 360-degree rotation on these on these guns, which is really, really nice. You don't have to wait for turrets to turn 340 degrees or so. You just aim them and they just immediately are there. And there's the Yugumo. Reversing. And he's about to get banged up. 37 seconds left on the hydro, and Cal looks to be throwing it in reverse. Notice he's not smoking up yet. It doesn't have to. There's nothing aimed at him. Here come the torps. He can accelerate forward. Another really nice advantage of the Royal Navy line. Beautifully done. Is that they accelerate very quickly. You see there's no speed boost. And they don't need it. They can go from a stop to full speed very quickly. Great. So that was a Kraken, in case anybody wasn't paying attention. We are less than 15 minutes into the 20-minute match, and Tank's just secured a Kraken. And not only did he secure a Kraken, he has secured a Kraken in really a very close game. That, at least in my opinion, from watching this game so far, Caltanks is basically doing all the heavy lifting. Richelieu, is he going to come back to his port? If he comes back to port, he's going to need a torpedo or two. We'll just have to see.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Caltanks has apparently decided that he is going to make a break for the Alpha cap. If he can secure this cap, he will potentially have to deal with the Bliskowitz, who may be moving back down here. It remains to be seen. If I was Bliskowitz, this is probably where I would go, but oh yeah, he landed one. That's great. And Richelieu is flooding. Still flooding. Cal's up to 165,000 damage, and the good guys now have the lead. You can see Bliskowitz must be in this cap, which Cal's just become aware of. He's swinging his guns around. Richelieu takes out the Jutland, the friendly Jutland. Good guys still maintain a lead. Bliskowitz is right there. And Caltanks is probably going to have to deal with some torpedoes here. But
we sank an enemy destroyer.
Maybe not. Yeah, you may have caught the Bliskowitz just kind of napping. He may not have expected you to be sitting right there.
Is in sight.
All right, yeah. Friendly Kansas is noticing what a great job Cal did here. Okay, so we got 13 torpedo hits, 144 shells on target, 6 spots, 7 fires, 5 incapacitations. 13 torpedoes landed. That's something. 3 floods, 1 cap, 1 cap assist, and it looks like it'll be another cap here. Although Seattle's on the way over to help. And that's probably the game. Seattle. Let's see, he's got about 12 kilometers. So Richelieu might push into Seattle's guns here any second. And I imagine this is going to end with the Seattle killing off the Richelieu, but we're going to see in a minute. Since this could end literally at any time, Richelieu only 5,100 hit points, I'm going to say Caltanks, fantastic game. Thank you very much for sending this in. You did a great job. I don't think you missed a trick here. This was really fun to watch. Beautifully done. Your damage total, your potential damage, all of the torpedoes you landed, all the gun hits that you made, 6 kills, trying for 7 here, and Richelieu's beginning to heal up a little bit. Whether you get him or not, thanks again for sending in this game replay file. Really fun to watch. Everybody watching, thanks for watching along with me. If you see Caltanks in game, be sure to congratulate him on a game really well played. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
Smoke generator activated.